Hey guys, it's Luigi Mario 91 here, and it's time for the bonus episodes. In this episode, we will be doing some of the bonus features that you get in this game. Welcome back. I knew you would return eventually. Please look down at your feet. 48. This number you see represents the number of power stars you need to access another world. Whether you succeed or fail, just attempting the challenge will show something about your character. Which is basically, if you get all of them, you get to redo the Star Festival level. Which isn't all that big a deal, but it's got a purple point challenge. So, before I show you the long, boring storybook that is Rosalina's life, sorry, but it's kind of boring, I will be showing you something. We've unlocked purple comets everywhere, where we get the 100 coins, and you're going to the engine room to do the best one in the game. Here we go. What the crap? Alright, give me a second to sort this out. Wow, we ended up exactly where we need to be. We need to get the comet switch, so I get one in Toy Time Galaxy. Sure. I'm not sure how this works. Okay. Hold on a second. Well, it looks like it won't happen. Oh well. I'll show it to you guys on a different file. Anyways. It's time for the library to read Rosalina's story. Like she said, let us begin. Chapter 1, The Celestial Duo. Our story begins a very, very long time ago, with a young girl. One day, the girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child. What's your name? Are you lost? The girl asked the star child. I'm Luma, and I'm waiting for Mama. She's coming for me on a comet, said the star child, who had been waiting day and night. Don't worry, I'll wait with you, the girl promised Luma. At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and appeared into the sky. She looked and looked, but she saw nothing. Hours turned into days, and then years, but still the sky was no light. Finally, the little girl sighed and said, Luma, if we stay here looking much longer, I'll be an old lady soon. But then she had an idea. Why don't we go out there and find your mother ourselves? The girl and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and then the two set sail into the starry sky. And this is how the search for the celestial began. The celestial mother began. Chapter 2, Starbits. Days passed with no sight of the comet or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extended as far as the eye could see. If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam, said the girl above the rumble of the belly. Before they left, she had packed all the essentials: telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and apricot-flavored tea. But I forgot to bring water. At this, Luma burst into gales of laughter, and the girl began to pout. As long as I have starbits, I'll be fine, said Luma. Once some the little girl couldn't stay mad after the feelings. Luma continued to laugh, and the girl couldn't help but join in. Alright, maybe just a little. Leaning far out of the ship, That's not a good idea. The pair began to collect star bits with the girl's net. They almost fell out a few times, no doubt, but they kept on collecting. The star bits tasted like honey. Okay. Chapter 3, The Comet. A beam of light pierced through the ship's window. Thinking it was the morning sun, the girl peered through the window only to find a turquoise blue comet shimmering out. The little girl shook the sleeping Luma awake and shouted excitedly, "We have to get to that comet." She's standing on. The pair descended on the comet and found that it was made of ice. They looked high and low, but Luma's mother was nowhere to be found. Exhausted, the little girl sat down and looked half-heartedly, unable to take another step. Look! Peering down at the icy ground, when Uma was pointing, the girl suddenly noticed clusters of starbits encased in ice. Pretty good, huh? Oh, finding starbits in my speciality, said Uma. There's ice here, but it's so warm, I bet there's water here too. The two decided to stay on the comet for a while. Riding the turquoise comet, the pair continued their search for Uma's mother. Chapter 4, The Dream. One night, the girl dreamed about her own mother. "Where are you going?" she asked her mother, returning back. Without turning, her mother replied, "Don't fret, dearest. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching over you, like the sun in the day and the moon in the night." A wave of sadness washed over the girl. What about when it rains and I can't see the sun or the moon? Her mother thought for a moment before responding. And look at that, her mother looks just how she looks now. "I will turn into a star in the clouds and wait for the tears to dry." When she woke, the girl's face was deep with tears. "You have starbits in your eyes," said Luna to the girl. Wiping her face, the girl repeated, "These are tears, not starbits. I'm crying because I've never seen my mother ever again. I've never seen my mother again." At this, Luna began to cry too. "Mama, oh mama, why?" I don't like reading that part like that. Dramatic. The pair traveled through the starry skies, and though they encountered many other comets, not one of them called Luma's mother. Luma was despondent. Whatever. Now, Luma, the rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying," the girl said, giving Luma a squeeze. "I'll give you a present if you stop." The girl closed her eyes and said gently, "I'll take care of you." With these words, she felt a small spark in her heart. Chapter 5, Home. "The kitchen will go here, and the library will go over there," the girl said busily to herself. "Put the gate here." Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she'd been bustling about a feverish pace. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home. This is how the the observatory got made. All the sections that lead to the planet. It turned out the star bits weren't the only things buried in the ice. There were tools and furniture unlike any they had ever seen, and the girl used them to build a home. And there you have it. That's how it was basically built. Looking at the completed home, Luma remarked, "Don't you think it's awfully big for just the two of us? With the library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and the gate, it was certainly spacious, but still, something seemed to be missing. If only my father, brother, and mother were here," the girl said. "Oh, she had a brother?" said wistfully. "Indeed, the house was too large for its two small residents." And if you look at her bunny, it looks like the star bunnies. That's where they got the idea to transform. That night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. Chapter 6, Friends. Then one day, while the girl sat sipping tea, a tiny apricot-colored planet appeared on the horizon. On the planet, another Luma of the same color emerged. Do you know each other? The girl asked the two Lumas gleefully. Despite the girl's excitement, they seemed uneasy. The two Lumas neither drew closer nor barked nor backed away from each other. Instead, they just stared. Then one Luma broke the silence. My mama. At once the apricot Luma parroted back, my mama, my mama. My mama, my mama. The two Lumas began to dance around the girl frantically. Neither showed any sign of stopping. The girl was so charmed by this adorable scene that she couldn't help but laugh. And then that's when something very strange happened. Suddenly more Lumas began to pop out from the apricot plant. They were different colors, but they all shouted the same thing, my mama, my mama. The sight of all the shouting Lumas only made the girl laugh hard. What am I going to do with all these children? The Luma stared blankly as she doubled over laughing. I guess we'll have to name each and every one of you. Tomorrow, once she had finished naming them all, she would begin moving all the Lumas into the new house. That's how they all started living there, and that's how they all started calling her Mama. Chapter 7, The Telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a sudden thought popped into the girl's head. I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was. That's when she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot glowed in the sight. It was smaller than a starboard. How strange. It's so far away, but it feels so close. That castle is Princess Peach's. Her ancestors, I guess. She twisted the knob of the telescope, and the blue dot grew until she could make out a grassy hill dotted with flowers that seemed very familiar to her. Zooming even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet. She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up that hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother slid down the hill. She remembered having picnics with her mother on that hill in the bright days. And I want to go home. I want to go home right now. The girl burst into tears, and the Lumas didn't know what to do. I want to go home. I want to go back to my house, out of the hill. I want to see my mother. The girl was shouting now, her face filled with tears. I know she's not there. I knew all along that she wasn't out there in the sky because she's sleeping under the tree on the hill. The girl's cries echoed through the stars, and the hush fell over the lake. Chapter 8, A Wish. Though usually quite cheery, one day the girl became sad again, moving too close and tried to comfort her. Mama, you still have me, and don't be sad about your mama because she's a part of you. That means she's always close by. It's like me. I love stargates because they remind me of my mama. No, no, the girl said, unable to stop the tears. A lonely look flickered across Lou's face, but it was soon replaced by a wide grin. I have an idea. I will transform into a comet, a soaring comet that can carry you all on this journey. With a Luma trailing hands of white soared high into the sky, and just as quickly started to plummet back down. Kaboom, kablam! The ground shook and a bright light poured out of the crater that the Luma had created. The bands of light twisted together to form a comet tail, and the Luma emerged reborn as a comet. The girl could scarcely believe her eyes. But how? She kept asking. Her destiny as Lumas is to transform into different things. Since the red Luma would suddenly appear. Stars, comets, planets. We can become all of those things. When I grow up, I want to become a star that makes someone special smile, said the green Luma. A blue Luma chimed that the Luma turned into a real cutie of a comet, didn't he? All of the Lumas together said, "No more crying, Mom." "Thank you," said the girl in a whisper, and she pulled the Luma close and hugged her. From that day on, Starbits no longer fell from the girl's eye. The comet set forth for the girl's home planet, its long tail blazing proudly behind it. Final chapter. Family. With its many lumas and telescopes, the comet was quite a sight to behold. The girl and the lumas were proud to call it home. At the welcoming party for a new luma, the one on the bottom right, the girl gathered everyone in the kitchen and said in a louder voice than usual, "All right, everyone, let's make a cake. A cake sprinkled with starbits, then it will be a star cake." The lumas excitedly began to gather the ingredients. As she watched the lumas scurry about, the girl smiled and thought to herself, "This is my family now, and I will stay with them until they're ready to leave the nest. And when they do leave, I'll see them off with a smile, because that's what makes them the happiest." That night, when the girl lay down to sleep, a soft light enveloped her and reminded her of the blue planet she once called home. But it would be nice to return home once every 100 years to nap in my favorite sleeping bag. The comet carrying the lumas and the girl continues on its journey to this very day. With more family members in tow than can be counted, it's said that the comet visits the girl's home planet once every 100 years. Its proud white tail glittering in the sky. The end. That's all. My story is finished. There you have it, people. Rosalina's long story of her life. It's heartbreaking to hear that, how all this happened. And if you want to ever read the end after you've read it, you just want to read a specific part, all you gotta do is go to the book, press A, and then you can read it. That's Rosalina's story for you people. That's how all of this, hold on. Forget the letter and fine. All this is possible.